So the kick goes out of bounds, and the ball will be placed at the 40 to start this drive. They've got the big fellas out there. A 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. They'll run it from the gun. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front? Both of these teams right on the fringe of the top 25. This is the type of game that can help you earn some respect.
Absolutely. I mean, both these teams sitting right outside the top 25 have a great opportunity to get a good quality win and start to build momentum early in this season and see what kind of squad you're going to have, Palmer.
Both of these teams just want respect. They've worked so hard all offseason, all season up to this point to try to get that number beside their name. And this is the game. If you win it, you're going to get it.
Nice job by the defense, staying close, getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the hit. I know he's a threat. I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the defense.
Back to throw, it's Jefferson. Here's the pressure. And they'll miss the connection here on 3rd down.
That is exactly how you set a tone when you're on defense, and especially when you're at home. If you can get them and force them into a punt early, keep that crowd going and involved, man, is it fun to play defense.
And nobody able to handle that punt. They'll let it bounce and roll out of bounds. Three tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. Quick handoff. Didn't find a lot of room. Let's give him 2 out to the 20. While the Big Ten has expanded with this massive continent-wide geographical footprint, the Big 12 has been really shrewd in positioning and maneuvering for survival, and they look for opportunities to win on the field like they'll have today.
Yeah, and the Big Ten's kind of taking what the Big Ten wants and expanding and not really worried about anybody else. So if I'm the Big 12, I'm like, yeah, you ain't worried about me, but you're going to worry about me today and on the field, and I can make a statement and prove to some of the true blue bloods in the Big Ten.
I just love the stylistic matchup in this one, too, right? You think about the Big Ten running the football, defense, physical, and then Big 12, wide open, up-tempo, air raid offense. This one's going to be fun.
And it's a great play by the defensive end. The most athletic players on the field play defensive end. Yes, you heard me, Jess, Reese. Exactly what I said. Great get off. Great job getting in the backfield, making the play.
They are backing up their pregame words. Their first drive of the game, 4th down in their own end, and they're going for it. Pressure coming. He's got it. 1st down and more. Changing on the move. It'll be a 1st down at the 29.
And they're showing you their intentions early in the game. It's 4th down. You're in your own end. We're going to be aggressive, and we're not just going to do this early. We're going to do this all game long. Awesome execution on a critical down.
They'll try the run. Running into the open space. There he goes. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked. Good run and a 1st down. And the legendary John McKay would be proud of the execution of the running game, picking up the 1st down.
The basic principles of the run game, right? The easy stuff, the boring stuff, not fancy, not loved. Everybody likes points and all that other, stuff that goes with it, but you got to get the good running game. USC doing a good job of it.
And that's a very productive 1st down play and bringing up 2nd and 3.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on 1st down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
And the Trojans with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Off the play fake. Buys a little extra time. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. He's got the tight end. This senior showed some serious arm strength, firing that one in for the first down. The Trojans come to the line with a fresh set of downs. The lone back's got it. He had to fight for a couple down to the 33.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Give to the running back. Knocked down at the 27 after a pickup of 5.
And those little runs, man, they don't look great in the box score, but I love when an offense stays on schedule, and it makes those third downs more manageable, easier, harder to attack me now from the defensive perspective trying to get to me. So it's an easy, simple play for this offense, but I love it.
He might want another play. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. He'll come through on third downs. He's got enough, and they'll mark it at the 23.
You know, this is a running back who wants the ball, and he wants the offense to run through him. Really nice job there in the third down at this opening drive for his offense. I can't wait to see what kind of game this guy's going to have.
Off play action on first down. That's it, 5. A missed opportunity on that errant pass.
And you're not going to see many of those. That's a gift for this defense. You don't see this guy miss very often, especially to put 6 on the board. That was a big missed opportunity for this quarterback and this offense.
Well, will they dial up on second, and a long way to go. Here's the handoff. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
They're close enough for a makeable field goal from the 26, but they'd love to convert this third and long. Rolling on the run. Looking to get in.
Man, that's a tough play to make. When you're that far down the field and you're trying to control your body and run as you're laying out, that's a really great effort, really good concentration, and that is how you make your quarterback look really good.
And the Trojans line it up with a 1st and goal. Here we go, here we go. Quarterback keeps it on the sneak. Sneak gets it done.
And that's what makes this quarterback so dangerous, fellas. He can hurt you throwing the ball. Man, is he ever dangerous and explosive with his feet. You have got to be able to get this guy on the ground. If you don't, he's got way too much wiggle and speed. You saw it right there.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. To the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one.
Man, this guy is so dynamic, and that's why you want to try to get him the ball as many ways as you can. That time, it's a screen throw. He had some nice blocks downfield, but with his speed and elusive running ability, this dude is dangerous.
Looking to pass. It's Jefferson. Finds his man. It's Lopez. And they'll move the chains, and a good way to wrap up the first quarter. As we head to the quarter break, it is USC holding the lead. And we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. So first down here as they go back to work. Leaves it with the running back. And a 9-yard gain on first down leaves them with second and short.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, go get positive yards.
The Horned Frogs in a good spot here with second and short. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
And he's left with no option but to throw it away.
Know the situation, know the game of football, right? When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there. I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack, get a lost yardage play. I can just throw the ball out of bounds as long as it passes the line of scrimmage. We go on to the next down. No harm, no foul.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Fires deep toward the end zone. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on second down. Now it's third down.
Bad news on that play, it's an incompletion. The good news is the quarterback knew if his guy wasn't going to catch it, nobody was with that ball landing out of bounds.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. Back to pass, it's Jefferson. Unloads to the wideout. Misses again. It's incomplete, and that's 3 in a row.
Man, that's one you expect him to make in his sleep, right? He's one of the better receivers in the entire country. He just dropped that one over the middle of the field.
Absolutely perfect. That'll bring him to within 4.
How about it? 50-plus, no problem. Big leg, nice accuracy. That's a big-time kick for this young man.
So they're lining up to kick it off after that last drive. Put a 3 spot on the board, and now the defense will try to shut them down. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. Power football with the run. Makes it past the marker. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
How nice is it in an offense when you can generate explosive plays by running the football? You got to force feed this guy, man. He is an absolute game changer.
They're going to ride this running back. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
The Trojans have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's second and a mile. Looking to fire. It's complete on the right side. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. You know, sometimes even a short gain like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it to the house.
Here we go. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. They're working that left side. Really nice job to convert that third down, and they've got it at the 33.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player. and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
They'll leave it with him. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
It's a makeable field goal from the 29-yard line. Let's see how aggressive they are on 3rd and long. Here's a hit. And that 3rd down pass had some serious juice, but they couldn't hook up.
Offenses know and work on it all week. 3rd downs. We got to be really, really good. This offense not good on this 3rd down. It could come back to bite.
It's good. He's going to hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. 7 points here in the second.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. The play fake on 1st down to throw. Gonna take a shot at this DB. Reels it in and goes out of bounds on the left side after the huge game.
What did I just watch? What? What did I just watch?
The entire complexion of this possession changed on that one play. Now they've got it 1st and 10 inside the 20.
That is crazy.
Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4.
I'm speechless. It clicked off his heel, bounced back, and he caught it.
From the gun, they'll try the middle. So close to that end zone, he can almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense.
Well, the running back did a nice job there, keeping his feet moving. He was able to drag some defenders with him to get that 1st down.
I don't even know.
They are really clicking along.
Like, what can you say to
on
that?
just the 4th play of the drive. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, TCU!
Yeah, I guess I didn't hold him.
This has been a back-and-forth battle with a lot of football left to go. Really nice job executing on that rushing touchdown. If they get this extra
What do
point,
you do
this
there?
thing is all tied
Like,
up.
honest.
They're coming out to tee it up. Last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And it'll come out.
I'm just shocked, to be quite honest. I don't know what I could have done better.
Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. From the gun, the running back has it. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running, 2nd down coming.
You serious?
Will have to use its 1st timeout of the half.
That's so dumb. So now I couldn't snap the ball. That is so dumb.
With just a few yards to go. Back to pass. And that's going to fall.
Of course. Why not?
It's a physical matchup there. Third down coming.
The big tight end tries to
So I had to waste time out because this game is freaking broken.
the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out.
That's so dumb.
He's going to catch it, and the big tight
So
end
dumb.
The Trojans are at the line looking to convert on third and short. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. He gets
Bro, what?
close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. Timeout
So
called.
dumb.
The half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments.
Hate this game sometimes. Like, that is just dumb.
Territory, but they only need a few inches, and this is why you have a prominent jawline and an urgent resolve. They'll go for it. Grab near the sticks. It's Bryant. A quick tackle made, but he's got ready for the first down. And the Trojans come to the line with a new set of downs. Lost a throw on first down. Rolling, throwing, looking right. He's got it. Smashes through the tackle. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down.
And that is such an accurate throw. It's one thing to do it from the pocket when you have your feet set underneath you. But
You know it was bullshit, but I'll take it.
off schedule, on the move, and throw a dart like that, that is just big time, and the offense gets a huge explosive play.
The Trojans in the hurry-up. Wants to fire on second down. He's got it on the move. And they'll run into the end zone. Touchdown, Trojans.
And the offense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum.
Needed that.
How big is this moment out? Going into the half with the lead, with the momentum.
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room probably down, and they're wondering, what adjustments do we have to make? What do we have
Just
to fix? Because
don't give up any
we're working it out
points.
for us in this game.
This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Bunch formation for these receivers. Looking to throw, it's Jefferson. Just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Misfired on first down, back to the air on second. Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just drifted through his fingers.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting the throw going his way. They put a really nice hit on it to force the incompletion.
Off-play action. Going back to the well, another deep ball. Fires a chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. If it's working, why change it? And that running game was working in the first half. I imagine we'll see a lot more of it here in the third quarter.
And you just know the offensive line was telling their coordinator, put this on us. Let us continue to go out there, push these guys around. We can put this game on our back and end this thing by running the ball.
And this is a manhood question for this defense. Like, as a defensive lineman, and you're pounding the rock, like, I got to physically rise to this challenge. This defense has to play more inspired and more physical in the second half.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down and 2nd and 6. Handoff to the single running back. He's got a yard out to the 30-yard line.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
This senior shows some serious arm strength, firing that one in for the first down. And the Trojans come to the line with a fresh set of downs. The give to the tailback. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop it.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
Well, it's a nice job, too, the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with that package.
Leaves it with the back. Steaming into the backfield to make the stop, and he'll lose 4.
You want to end the play quickly, get in the backfield that fast, get to the guy, and get him on the ground. Nice job penetrating right from the snap, getting off the ball so quick, penetrating the backfield and making something happen.
Here comes the heat. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They have been trying all game long, different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy. That's why the ball falls incomplete.
Slings it downfield. Pulls it in. It's Bryant. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain.
Great job by the quarterback thrown against zone coverage. You cannot telegraph where you're throwing the football. You cannot eyeball wide receiver. Great job by the quarterback, using his eyes, not staring down his guy, and then throwing him open.
Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to take the 3. And after finishing off one drive with a field goal, they'll try it again, this time a 47-yard try. He's got it.
Let's go. I don't know why it wanted me to go for it. That's weird.
Let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. Florida Atlantic delivered the knockout blow early in this one, en route to the type of win that can turn some heads there in the American. Trust me when I say the party is on in Boca. Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still 2 quality programs. Proof the sport is as healthy as ever.
How about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Irwin. Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over it.
You know, you got to be careful as a QB throwing to your running back in man coverage. If there's a linebacker draped all over him, then that ball's not going anywhere. You just saw it right there. Better play by the defense.
Got it in the middle. It's Hobart. execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. The Horned Frogs will hustle to the line. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
Give to the running back. Breaks into the open. He'll go out of bounds at the 35-yard line. Big pickup there, and this offense is feeling it.
Well, that's why this running game can be so dynamic. This guy is special when he has the football in his hands. He can make people miss, he can run with power, and he also has speed. We saw it on that last play.
On the run, still looking. Uncorks one to the middle. Oh, dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
Behind the chains now on second and long. To the air. It's Jefferson. Under fire. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
Well, if this offense is going to win this game, and down the road, if they're going to reach the college football playoff and go to a national championship, they have got to keep this quarterback clean. They couldn't do it on that last play.
They go to the ground. He gets it down to the 28-yard line. Not enough to move the sticks, and now we'll see what they do on fourth. It would have been a 45-yard field goal attempt from here, but they'll go for it instead. Tries to get it on the ground. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. And the Horned Frogs kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. So going for it on fourth down is one thing, quite another to say we're going to run it for a couple.
Yeah, that's impressive because that was a long 2 yards. And I think there are a lot of coaching staffs out there that would have probably tried to throw it or get the quarterback on the perimeter and give him a run-pass option. But not this offense. They believe in their guys up front to get down in a three-point stance and drive off the ball. But it works out.
Backed up now, here's second and long. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. They make the stop, but you can't give up 4 yards of chunk on the ground down in this area of the field. It's at the 18. This crowd knows when to bring it. Looking downfield, it's Jefferson. Moving out of the pocket. Bought a little time, lets it go. Can't keep the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down. And they'll send out the kicker to try a field goal. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. Right down the boulevard, it's good. They pulled a little closer, now down 20-13.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll give it to the back. It's runs like that can really help your field position as they're up at the 35.
Well, we're not quite in the fourth quarter yet. We're almost there, but you're seeing the attitude shift now for this this offense. They've got the lead, so they've got to be able to run the football. You're going to see a lot more of that, I think, as this game keeps going on. They're trying to wear this defense down when the game is almost over.
And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll run the chain.
This is an offense that prides himself on being physical, so you need 1 yard. Just hand it off to your back and let him go to work.
That's the end of the period, and USC has the lead. And we've reached the end of the third. Time is running out if they're going to cut into this deficit. Let's take a look at our game stats before we move on. So first down, we'll open up the final period. The give to the back. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And when you're down later in the football game, you got to start taking some chances. And that was a beautiful run blitz. Great job playing the probability, understanding it might be a run to run some clock, and they guess right, and they make a big play for this defense.
From the shotgun, the inside kid. Just willed his way for a couple out to the 35.
This is an area of the game on offense you've got to be able to run the football well. You've got the lead in the fourth quarter, and obviously you're in your own end here, but you want to bleed the clock. You want to stay on the field and keep getting first down, so you have to be able to run it.
Wide receiver comes in motion. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short.
Deep to shallow. That's what I have to understand that as a defensive guy. I take away those passes beyond the sticks. I react to those quick throws they have to the running back. It's my athlete versus yours. The defense won that battle.
Leaving the punt team on the sideline. They'll go for it, 4th and short from the 45. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down.
That was a good play.
See, I have no problem being aggressive near midfield. I got no problem whatsoever. You get stuff, but I think you have to show your team, like, we're going to be aggressive. We're going to continue to try to make it, even in the second half when things are getting tight.
Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Looking to scramble. Going to try to get it himself. Couldn't quite get the huge play on that one, but he goes out of bounds at the 37.
Man, this defense has their hands full today because not only do they have to worry about the running backs and not only do they have to worry about the passing game, they've got to worry about this quarterback running the football because of plays like that. Not a huge explosive play, but he showed you the athleticism and he showed you he has the ability to hurt you with his legs.
To the ground with the back. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles. Those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
And he needed just a single yard, and he did not get it. What a stout play by this defense. Trailing by a possession, they need to keep the ball. They'll try to convert on 4th down. Going for the marker on the ground.
Let's go.
Stop short on 4th down.
And how about the defense coming up big on 4th and short? You know they're going to run the football. Great job stacking the box, getting the big stop.
And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense on to the field. We'll see if that failed 4th down in their own end last time, David, sort of curbed some of the aggressiveness.
When you hear about it all the time in football, go for it. Be aggressive. The problem is when you get stopped, sometimes it puts you in a hole. And Jesse, now the offense has to come out and respond.
They were real disappointed not getting that first down. You can see it on the sideline. So let's just see if that's kind of galvanized them a little bit here to go make a statement and get some points.
The give to the back. Always got some space. That's why a good running game is a coach's and quarterback's best friend when you're trying to put the lid on the game.
And how about this offense running the football when you know it's going to be a run? Being the more physical squad. And this defense, man, trailing in this football game, still got those 3 timeouts, but they've got to get a stop. They've got to make a stand and start burning those timeouts.
Might be calling a hot route. Smart move to keep it on the ground. We'll give him a couple on that with 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, this offense thinks that they have enough left in the tank here to run the football and run all the time off the clock. They got the lead late. Didn't get the first down on that last one, but it's not going to surprise anybody if they turn around and hand it off again here.
And they'll bring him down after a short pickup.
Well, he got you 2 on first down. He got you 2 on second. 2 won't get it done on third. You're going to have to go somewhere else if you're on offense here to stay on the field.
They've got to get the football to the 32 to pick up the first down. The play action fake. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes as an offense, you're hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man.
That was a bad decision.
The Trojans line up to punt it away. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep.
Should have just ran the ball up the middle.
TCU will send its offense back onto the field. There have been a couple of missed opportunities for these offenses in the last couple of drives, Jesse.
And I think for this offense here, it'd be nice to hit an explosive play, be aggressive, and really pay off your defense's effort that last drive.
And instead of having to move the ball down the field consistently and then getting stopped on 4th downs, you're right. Create some of the explosives. Take those deep shots. Make those big plays.
Looking to throw, it's Jefferson. Makes the catch, it's Irwin.
Guys have the backfield now. It's not just run the ball downfield anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football. And you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can defend it.
Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is looking for a play to close this deal out. The Horned Frogs come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. They're going to go to the air on 3rd and short. Caught close to the marker, hits Lopez. He's out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for the first down. He knew exactly what they needed there, made the play, and got out of bounds to stop the clock.
And you got to keep this turbo mode on, right? We got to keep going fast. The clock's running down. 4th quarter, need a score. Great execution to get the first down. We need a lot more of this on this drive.
I love the play called running the football here in the 4th quarter because with the score what it is right now, everything is at your disposal on offense. You are not panicking. This isn't throw every single down, all of a sudden 2-minute air raid type stuff. You can run the ball. You can do all of your stuff, personnel, shifting, motioning. You just got to be very, very careful and absolutely cannot turn it over.
They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
here's the thing, the strategy. You want to run the ball because, yes, you want to score and you want to win, but you don't want to leave a lot of time left on the clock for their offense to get another opportunity. So that's a bit of the gamesmanship going on right now. I think you're seeing that with their offensive coordinator and his choice in play call.
And the Horned Frogs now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Running back searching for a hole. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
The name of the game right now is getting yards and getting them in chunks. However you want to do that. I'm fine running the football, but you've got to be more productive than what we've seen on these last two plays.
Big third down as the crowd gets behind this defense. Looking to throw, it's Jefferson. Oh, they're after him. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. The return never really got started, but boy, he has set his team up at the 28.
That's a tough deal for the offense, right? I mean, we're trailing, it's late in the game, they're happy to throw the football. We're just trying to make something happen, and ball gets away from the quarterback, ends up in the hands of the DB. Nice job by the defense.
The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. So with the late lead, they're ready to just drain the clock in victory formation. The quarterback takes a snap and takes a knee. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Quarterback's just going to take a knee. It's one thing to execute early in the game. Tight ball game, right at the end, you need the clutch plays. These guys deliver.
You can't teach that gene. You have people that can focus in the moment or they can't. Great job by the team, staying focused, understanding it's a close battle, win those one play at a time, and then look up, and then, heck, I got the win.
Yeah, David, they just had ice in their veins, and you can tell there's tremendous leadership on this football team. Guys can step up, and in the huddle, they can make sure that everybody else is focused to the task at hand in order to get the W.
Now we'll put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.